Morning. Proud of those guys that are captains. Really repeat, once again, very much the same as last year. It's a big honor, man, when your teammates, give their vote of approval and look at you that way, Goff and Sewell and Saint and Hutch and Alex. And then, Stewart, man, our new guy coming in, establishing himself. He just, like all of them, man, when your best players are your hardest workers and they grind it every day, man, that's it's hard not to have success. So anyway, proud of those guys, man. They earned it. Questions?
And all the talk has been, obviously, to begin the week about Micah and the trading Green Bay, but you guys have a pretty good edge rusher yourselves. How much are you looking forward to seeing Aiden back on the field week one and just the difference he makes for you guys on that side?
Yeah, very excited. Can't wait to watch him go. He's put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of hard work to get back to where he's at right now. And when you have the game taken away from you for whatever reasons, it just gives you a little extra motivation to come back. So I'm excited to watch him. He's going to be ready to go. He'll be ready to go.
Would you? I mean, you've talked about it a couple of times during camp, but it didn't look to us, at least, like he's lost any step, any ounce of anything that he had before. Maybe even better, the way that as disruptive as he was. What would you see from him?
I just feel like he's improved himself even from last year. Just his ability to bend, his mechanics with his hands, his hips, there's tricks of the trade you learn along the way as you grow, and I do feel like, from a flexibility standpoint, and then just, man, continuing to hone his own skills, man, I think you can elevate yourself even a little bit more. So I just feel like he's done that. And, and here's what he's going to give you everything he's got every play he's out there, every play. And so that's why, I'm excited, because I know the guy's going to give us everything he's got no matter what it is.
Certain stadiums and certain builds, obviously Lambeau Field is one of them. Some guys can kind of not rise up to the level of, competition and those stages. Why do you think you guys have been so successful playing at Lambeau? Y'all won three in a row there. So why do you think this team elevates in those type of settings, especially on the road?
Man, we love Lambeau. I mean, it's awesome. That's one of those places on the 8th day the good Lord made Lambeau, and so we could go out there and play in it, first Super Bowl, Ice Bowl, the history it's got, and it's in the same location, it's been upgraded, all those, but man, it's got that deep history to it, and it's the grass, man, it's the elements, it's just the mystique. It's awesome, man. If you love football, you love going to play there. And so our guys look forward to it, man. It's one of those special places to go play.
And you brought a lot of your same roster back, a lot of same starters for 2 years in a row now, while other teams around you made a bunch of big changes, especially in the NFC North. How much do you guys value continuity? I'm sure you don't love the players that you have, but is it important to keep them together year after year?
Yeah, I mean, anybody we believe fits what we're about, and is somebody that continues to, to put out the effort, man. Put out the effort. Continue to improve themselves. They fit what we're about. Then yeah, we're all about it. If both sides can agree, I mean, you can't keep everybody, but you do your best to. I do believe in continuity as much as possible. It doesn't always work out that way, but, I think when you're around a group of guys for an extended period of time, man, you really, you can, what the other person's thinking without saying a word. And I think that goes a long way. Coaches, players, the whole thing, man, your communication level is it's just different. And then you know what you're going to get out of that guy. You've been around him long enough, so you've probably been through every situation. I mean, I go back to, that group that was here in 21. I know exactly what those guys were made of. And look, we've added to that, and they've learned from those guys, from that group that was here. But I know exactly when times are at their worst, I know exactly what those guys are like, and that's invaluable. that's invaluable. So I'll go with those guys any day. So I do think that's big, and we don't worry about what everybody else does, the moves they make, the rosters. That has nothing to do with us, man. It's all about what we do and who we believe in, and we want to go to war with as it pertains to NFL football.
It seemed like DJ Reader quietly had a really strong camp with Aleem down and Levi down. Do you see a player who senses how much you guys need him out of the gate this season?
Oh, for sure. I mean, he knows what he's about here and what he means to us, and I think he's one of those guys who's just silently gotten better too. He was coming off the quad injury, and man, worked himself back, rehabbed, got back. I thought had a really good year for us last year, and he looks better too because he had a full off season, right? He's almost 2 years removed from the injury he had, and so he's in a good spot. And absolutely, we're going to need him. And he's been one of those. I hate to say silent, but he's had this. It's kind of been this quiet, really kick-ass camp. He really has, man. He's shown up. So he's a staple for us right now. And yes, we're going to need him. He's big for us.
Sept for Tyleek.
I'm coming to you next.
How important is Reader's presence been for Tyleek to come in and have someone like that right next to him?
Anytime you got the right kind of vets in front of you that know how to produce, know how to practice, or good dudes willing to help you, it only helps elevate your own game. The coaches can give you so much, but those vets who do it right and understand ball, man, they can really help you elevate your game to another level. So having Reader is big in that room.
Certainly, one of the important aspects of your defense going into this season is going to be Marcus Davenport. Can you just speak to the camp that he's had and what he maybe needs to show you or has shown you over the past that he can be a really important piece up front?
Yeah, he's another guy who's had a really good camp for us. He's done exactly what we asked him to do. He's got some versatility with his ability to play really in all the packages that we have. There's nothing more that he needs to show me. I know he can do it all, and he's doing everything he can to take care of his body. And he went through a rigorous off season, to try to help all that, which is a credit to him to put the work out. And he's in a good place right now. And him opposite of Hutch it's pretty good right now. So I think he just continue on the trajectory he's at right now and just, man, take it one day at a time. I'm glad we got him.
So, Dan, I'm wondering what you've liked so far about Scotty working with the wide receivers, and what about his coaching style can help Amon-Ra and J-Mo continue their success or maybe even get to higher levels of success?
Yeah, look, Scotty's a stud, man. He is. He's an invaluable coach for me. He does he wears really a lot of different hats, not only, the assistant head coach, but the receivers, the offense, screen game, the pass game, the splits, the formations, the tendencies. I mean, he wears a ton of hats. And so anytime you've got a guy who really is a damn good coach, knows how to communicate, has a good rapport with the guys, understands what we want offensively, knows what I want, and you give him more people to be, to have that's really your guys, you can't help but get better. So that room's going to only get even better than it's been, and those guys are really receptive to him and respect the heck out of him.
Yeah, and can I just get one more? Sorry. Just with Parsons, you were mentioning continuity and the right fit for players.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times when you get a big player like that, gets traded, is there more complexity to making something like that happen? Because last year when you guys lost Hutch, there was a lot of screaming for, edge help and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Does it have to be the right fit? Is the contract thing it's hard to pay two guys, all that stuff?
I think it's all encompassing, really. I really think it's got to be. I think there's a lot of you got to check a lot of boxes. You have to be able to check every one of them off and say, all right, this is it's right. We can make it work financially. What are you going to have to give up? But I think there's more than just, is he a great player? Well, of course he is. That's the easy one. But yeah, there's a lot more that goes into that. Yeah.